Aries, it's January 27th, and here is your reading for today. Eight of Swords reversed. This card screams liberation from self, imposed limits. You've been stuck in your own head, locked in stories you tell yourself about what you can't do or deserve. The Eight of Swords reversed says it's time to break free. Stop avoiding those tough conversations or toxic environments that drain you. Freedom starts with shifting your perspective, challenging the beliefs that cage you in. You knew this already, deep down, but maybe fear of the unknown kept you frozen. Don't lie to yourself now. Step out of that comfort zone, even if it feels scary. Look around and see the doors waiting to open if you just push past the hesitation. Holding on to old narratives won't save you. It'll only keep you stuck. Three of Wands reversed is the next card, and it warns of delays and frustration. You might be rushing things, impatient for progress that just isn't happening on your timeline. This reversal points to short-sightedness. Maybe you're chasing quick wins and missing the bigger picture. Stop ignoring the details or red flags that signal you need to plan better or rethink your strategy. Impatience here will only lead to setbacks. It's frustrating, yes, but patience is your best ally. Take a breath, map out your next moves carefully, and anticipate the bumps ahead. Rushing will blind you to opportunities for deeper growth. The Three of Wands reversed asks you to slow down, look farther down the road, and prepare for what's coming instead of forcing things to happen now. It's not about giving up, it's about pacing yourself wisely. Then we land on the World. This card brings a powerful message of completion and fulfillment. You're closing a chapter, Aries, and it's time to celebrate that. The World says embrace your achievements and acknowledge how far you've come. Don't dwell on past failures or resist this ending just because it feels like loss. It's actually a success marker. You've grown, learned, and now you're ready for what's next. This is your cue to honor your progress, to stand tall in that wholeness you've earned. Embrace the new chapter waiting for you. Fear of endings can hold you back, but the World flips that on its head. Endings bring new beginnings. So, step fully into your power, knowing something bigger and better is on the horizon. Putting it all together, Aries, you're caught between wanting freedom and fearing what it costs. The Eight of Swords reversed pushes you to break free from your own mental traps. The Three of Wands reversed says, hold on, slow down, and plan better. Then the World reminds you, celebrate what you finished so you can move forward whole. Don't rush or resist this flow. Take the lessons seriously, liberate yourself from limiting beliefs, practice patience with the process, and honor your growth. That tension you feel? It's the push and pull of transformation. Lean into it. You're not just breaking chains, you're stepping into your full story. January 27th is your invitation to act with courage and care. Don't settle for less than freedom and fulfillment. You've earned both. Five of Swords reversed. Okay, Aries, this reversal is a big deal. I'm seeing you stepping back from battles that no longer serve you. You're done replaying old arguments in your head and tired of dragging around grudges like dead weight. This card is pushing you to forgive, not just others, but yourself too. That moment when you put down the sword, when you stop trying to win at all costs, is exactly where peace starts. You knew this already, right? Holding on to resentment only traps you. Don't lie to yourself about needing to be right. The Five of Swords reversed says, make peace, even if it feels vulnerable. Actually, no. Embracing vulnerability is the key here. It's less about weakness and more about strength to heal and move on. Remember how in CH01, the Eight of Swords reversed showed you breaking free from self-imposed limits? This Five of Swords reversed is the natural next step. You've grabbed your freedom, now it's time to clear the emotional battlefield. It's the moment to stop replaying toxic cycles that hold you hostage. You might feel tempted to revisit old wounds, but don't. That's just dust blowing into your eyes. Instead, lean into forgiveness. Reach out if you need to apologize or accept an apology. This card warns against resistance to peace, so don't cling to grudges out of pride or fear. You're not weak for letting go. You're powerful. Hold on, this also ties back to the Three of Wands, reversed from last time. That card showed frustration with delays and lack of foresight. Now you're realizing that those setbacks were partly fueled by unresolved conflicts and impatience. The Five of Swords reversed teaches you to slow down and recalibrate your emotional outlook. Stop rushing into battles that drain your energy and block your vision. Instead, plan your moves with a clean heart. Forgiveness clears the fog so you can see the bigger picture. It's like resetting your emotional GPS. And don't forget the World card's message from before: completion and fulfillment. Forgiving is part of that closure you crave. You can't celebrate your growth without healing the wounds that slow you down. This chapter challenges you to embrace endings, like the end of grudges, and open the door to new chapters. It's tempting to resist change because peace means vulnerability and uncertainty. But resisting only keeps you stuck in the past. You want success? Start by making peace with what's behind you. So, Aries, here's your action plan. Identify where you're still holding on to conflict. Reach out or release it internally, whichever is safer. Stop revisiting arguments in your mind. Practice forgiving even if others don't reciprocate right away. Don't mistake forgiveness for weakness or forgetting. It's strength to clear your path so you can move forward with less baggage. And trust me, this peace you create will fuel the patience you need to overcome delays from the Three of Wands, reversed. You're not just waiting anymore, you're healing and planning with clarity. That's how you build the foundation for the world's success and closure. You're at a turning point. Let go of past battles. Forgive, reconcile, and move on. The Five of Swords, reversed, is your green light. Stop fighting ghosts. Start living free. The Hierophant steps in here like a firm hand on your shoulder, Aries. I'm seeing you face the need to lean into tradition, structure, and spiritual guidance right now. No shortcuts, no winging it. You knew this already, deep down. The Hierophant insists on respect for established wisdom, mentorship, or rituals that ground you. Maybe you're resisting it, but you can't ignore the call to seek real guidance, someone or something that's been through the fire and can show you the path. This isn't about boring rules, it's about tapping into a deeper framework that can hold you steady as old patterns try to creep back in. Hold on, don't mistake that for rigidity. The Hierophant warns that if you cling too tightly or reject change outright, you'll get stuck. I see you tempted to rebel or push past structure because it feels limiting, but right now, structure is your safety net, not a cage. You're at a crossroads where chaos lurks if you refuse to honor the process. So yes, embrace spiritual practices or traditions that resonate. Pray, meditate, journal, or seek a mentor who's wise without judgment. This card asks you to build your foundation, not tear it down. Earlier chapters had you breaking free from your own mental prisons and forgiving past battles. Now the Hierophant wants you to channel that freedom into something lasting. You've liberated yourself. That was crucial. But now comes the moment to stabilize. To not just float in the open air, but plant roots. Maybe you've been impatient, rushing ahead. I see you, Three of Wands reversed. This card says slow down. Plan with foresight. Build rituals or routines that support your growth instead of chasing quick fixes. Don't lie to yourself. If you skip this step, you risk falling back into those old toxic cycles. The Hierophant's wisdom is your shield. Use it to stop repeating mistakes, to stop ignoring your spiritual needs. The last thing you want is to reject guidance because you think you're above it. That's a trap. Instead, lean in, ask for help, honor the lessons of the past while trusting that tradition can evolve too. It's not about blind obedience, but about finding a trustworthy framework to hold you as you move forward. I'm seeing a clear link between the Hierophant and the peace you started building with the Five of Swords reversed. Forgiveness and healing create space, but structure and discipline fill that space with meaning. They work hand in hand. Without one, the other falters. So celebrate your past growth. Remember the world? But don't stop there. Use the Hierophant's call to action. Get serious about your spiritual or moral compass. Establish boundaries that protect your peace. Follow the rituals that remind you who you want to be. The Hierophant is not just a checkpoint, it's a gateway. You're mid. Conflict but poised to transform from scattered energy into focused power. Old patterns want to drag you back. Don't give them the satisfaction. Instead, commit to the path of wisdom. Seek out mentors, books, traditions, or spiritual communities that light your way. If you're feeling lost, that's your sign to ask for guidance, not to push harder alone. The Hierophant's here to remind you that some things are timeless for a reason. Honor those things, and you'll find the strength to rewrite your story with clarity and purpose. King of Pentacles. I'm seeing a major shift here, Aries. King of Pentacles screams stability, leadership, and tangible success. Deep down, it's clear. You're prepared to embrace a role where you manage resources wisely. No more guessing games or reckless spending of energy. It's about building a solid foundation you can trust and others can rely on. Think investments, solid plans, taking responsibility for your financial and emotional security. This isn't about flashy wealth or empty show. It's about integrity and long-term growth. Hold on, don't mistake this for complacency. The King of Pentacles demands active leadership. You lead by example, showing patience and discipline. You manage your time and money like a pro. King of Pentacles urges you to stop ignoring your financial planning or career goals. If you're hesitating on a big money move or putting off setting boundaries around your time, it's time to get real. You're not just surviving anymore. You're building a legacy. The King's energy is practical but generous. He supports those in his circle with resources and wisdom, but expects the same respect in return. Actually, no, let me rephrase that. This isn't just about money or career. This card ties right back to your bigger journey. After breaking free from self-imposed limits, letting go of past conflicts, and seeking spiritual guidance, you're now anchored in reality. You're integrating lessons from all that inner work into something concrete. The King of Pentacles grounds your growth. It's like you've been wandering in ideas and emotions, and now you're ready to plant your flag. This chapter says, put your plans into action with confidence and integrity. Don't get tempted to overindulge or ignore responsibilities. You might feel the urge to reward yourself for how far you've come, and that's fine, but balance it. If you slip into materialism or neglect your duties, you lose the King's power. Keep managing your resources, relationships, and time carefully. This card wants you focused on long-term success, not short-lived pleasures. The King also warns against laziness or complacency. Just because you've made progress doesn't mean you can coast. Leadership is active. You show up every day, steady and reliable. This ties beautifully with the turning point of your journey, clarity about what needs to be released. You've shed illusions, healed old wounds, respected tradition, and now you're stepping into mastery of your world. The King of Pentacles is your call to action. Organize your life, lead with wisdom, and create stability from what you've learned. It's about owning your power in the physical world, not just the spiritual or emotional. So here's what you do. Start small if you have to. Set budgets, make clear plans, delegate tasks when possible. Lead with integrity. Show up for your commitments. Build your empire step by step. Trust your experience. You're not rushing anymore like the Three of Wands reversed warned you against. You're patient, strategic, and focused. That's how you win. Don't lie to yourself. This is your moment to be the king of your own life. No distractions, no shortcuts. Embrace this role fully. This chapter is about turning your inner wisdom into outward success. You've earned it. Now lead with heart and grit. Page of Swords. I'm seeing a spark of curiosity lighting up your path right now. Page of Swords is pushing you to ask the tough questions, to speak your truth, and to challenge old assumptions. You can't just coast on what you already know, Aries. You've got to dive into fresh ideas and new information. Don't lie to yourself. You're restless, eager to explore what's just beyond your current view. But hold on, don't rush in blindly. The Page of Swords is sharp, but sometimes it can overthink or get caught in its own head. Watch out for that spiral of doubt or impatience. Instead, channel that youthful energy into deliberate communication. Reach out, debate, listen, and learn. This is about sharpening your mind and your words so you can cut through confusion and see things clearly. Actually, no, this isn't just mental chatter. This card demands action. Ask yourself, what conversations have you been avoiding? Who do you need to confront or clarify things with? Maybe it's time to send that message you've been holding back or to finally speak up in a meeting. The Page of Swords says, be brave with your voice. This is a turning point where clarity starts to emerge by simply engaging more openly and curiously. Remember the earlier chapters? You've already been working on releasing old limits and resolving past conflicts. Now, it's about actively seeking knowledge and speaking your evolving truth. This is something you've realized before but maybe pushed back against. Now's the time to embrace it. You're also learning that curiosity isn't just about gathering facts. It's about embracing the unknown without fear. The page is like a scout out front, ready to explore but also alert to dangers. Don't get stuck in restlessness or scatter your energy by chasing too many leads at once. Focus your questions and be strategic. This card is telling you, be patient with your own process. The answers won't come all at once, but every small insight builds toward a bigger picture. It's the next step after you've cleared space with the Eight of Swords, reversed, and healed old wounds with the Five of Swords, reversed. This card also ties back to your need for structure and guidance from the Hierophant. Use your newfound curiosity to deepen your understanding of traditions or spiritual practices that resonate with you. Engage with mentors or communities that challenge you intellectually and spiritually. The page's energy isn't just about rebellion, it's about innovation grounded in wisdom. That balance will keep you from falling into the impatience and short-sightedness of the Three of Wands reversed. Look ahead, too. This inquisitive energy equips you to expand your horizons, like the Three of Wands but done right, with foresight and preparation. Don't rush projects or decisions just because you're eager for progress. Instead, use this clarity to map out your next move with confidence. The World card is whispering that completion and fulfillment are within reach, but only if you integrate this active mental work with your practical efforts. The King of Pentacles showed you the power of steady leadership. Now, the Page of Swords says, lead with your mind as well as your resources. So Aries, here's your charge. Break out of old mental cages. Speak up. Ask the questions that scare you. Take notes, debate, and stay curious. That's how you reclaim your power and step into the next chapter fully awake and ready. Don't settle for easy answers or silence. Your liberation depends on the courage to engage with the unknown, one sharp question at a time. All right, Aries, here's the real wrap-up. The Eight of Swords reversed is lighting the way again. You're breaking free from those self-imposed chains. Remember when clarity felt uncomfortable and you hesitated, stuck in that mental prison? Well, now you're stepping out. But hold on. Freedom doesn't just mean running wild. It means facing what you've been dodging, the uncomfortable truths, the conversations you've put off, like the pattern you spotted but didn't name. The work you've been avoiding is the work that sets you free. Don't lie to yourself about it. Just as the Five of Swords reversed reminds you, peace is waiting on the other side of letting go. It's no surprise that holding on to grudges is like that reckless energy you're trying to justify, keeping you stuck. Replay those old fights one more time, and you'll miss the chance to heal. Forgiveness here is a decision, not a feeling. Say it out loud or write it down. Make the move toward reconciliation, even if it feels vulnerable. That's how you clear the path for what comes next. Now the Hierophant steps in, not as a strict rule enforcer, but as a guide. This card is telling you to lean into the wisdom of tradition and mentorship. Maybe it's a spiritual practice you've ignored or a trusted voice you've pushed away. Structure doesn't cage you, it grounds you. So, find your anchor, rituals, teachings, anything that connects you to something bigger. But don't get stuck in rigidity. Flexibility within structure is the sweet spot. Then there's the King of Pentacles. This card isn't just about money, it's about being the boss of your life. Stability is your power move. You build with intention, invest your time, energy, resources wisely. Lead by example. If you've been neglecting your responsibilities or chasing shiny distractions, that ends now. Wealth isn't just dollars, it's security in your decisions and confidence in your foundation. The Page of Swords shows up with that youthful spark, curiosity and fresh ideas pushing you forward. Don't shut down new information or dodge tough questions. Ask what needs asking, even if it rattles you. Engage, debate, explore. But watch out for overthinking. Restlessness can stall you. Keep your focus sharp and your mind open. Here's a reality check from the Three of Wands reversed. Impatience and short-sightedness have been tripping you up. You rushed, ignored warning signs, and got frustrated with slow progress. Time to slow down and plan again. Think long-term. Anticipate the bumps. Avoid jumping the gun. Strategic patience is your friend here. Finally, the World closes the circle. Completion and fulfillment are yours if you can embrace this ending. Celebrate what you've achieved, even if it's messy or imperfect. Acknowledge your growth. Don't cling to what's done or fear what's next. Closure brings freedom and space for new beginnings. So, what's the takeaway? You've danced between fear and freedom, conflict and peace, chaos and order, curiosity and patience. Now it's time to integrate all of it. Face the shadow work, the tough conversations, the inner resistance, the old wounds. That's the liberation you've been chasing. The work you've been avoiding? It's the key. Do it. Step into your power with grounded action. Build your legacy with wisdom and heart. The path isn't easy, but it's yours to walk, Aries. The world is waiting. Okay, that's all I've got for now. If this hit, you already know what to do. Please like, subscribe, tell your group chat. I'll see y'all soon.